Chapter 12 The Fall. Thanks for reviewing. Tori, how does that matter? The exchange was short and sweet. Nellie shook her head, hugging Tori again and burying her face in his neck. He laughed as a blush rushed across his face, putting his arms around her. Natalie told me you needed me. Remember, I told you if you ever needed me, I'd be back. Are you staying? Nellie was ever tactful, huh? Tori moved away from her a little bit so he could give Nellie a very serious look. Then, as a smile broke across his face, he nodded. Yes, unless you don't want me to. Nellie's smile grew and she thought she would cry all over again. Don't want you to? Tori, are you kidding? Of course I want you to. Well, that's good. When your mom offered me the room across the hall, I was a little worried you didn't want me there. Tori laughed sheepishly. You're upset that you would even think that. Nellie hugged him tighter, laying her cheek against his. She smiled and whispered in his ear. If I had my way, you'd always be here. Tori blushed, before coughing slightly. Decided now would be a good time to ask Nellie about her current condition. So, you can see him? Nellie immediately sobered up. Yes. Tori, he told me that while I was in Ward 3, he had a chip put in my brain. What? Did you tell your mom about that? No. While I was in Ward 3, she and I were fighting. I had run away from home to join them. So that's why her mom is so accepting and nice. She's afraid of losing her daughter again. Tori couldn't help but wonder how he would act in Nellie's mom's shoes. Probably the same way. We need to go see Lance's dad, Tori said after thinking for a moment. Lance's dad? But he's a scientist. What can he do? Nellie questioned, her violet eyes curious and unsure. Help you. I'm sure he can check and see if there really is a chip in your brain or if it's something else. Tori looked around the room in the darkness, wondering what the baby was. But not even 2 seconds as the thought crossed his mind, Tori heard a soft gurgle coming from the corner of the room. He got up, walking over the cloth that was usually near Nellie's bed. He wondered if she had moved the bed in the corner to keep her away from Dex. I was afraid for her. I didn't want Dex to see her and do something bad, Nellie said, watching as Tori picked the baby up. The little one moved around, lifelike as ever, and giggled happily at him. At least she remembers me. Of course. She was a little fuzzy when you're gone, though. I told you had to go away for work. If these things were so real, I'd tell you how silly you just sounded. Tori's mom, going back to Nellie's bed to sit next to her. Nellie moved so that she was laying next to the wall. She thought I would have room to sit up and play with Anastasia. Okay, close your eyes. I'm going to turn your lamp on. Tori touched the lamp, turned the switch, turning on the lamp. When he turned to look at Nellie, what he saw Nellie broke his heart for 2 reasons. With her eyes closed, Nellie's face was breathing, taking in the soft lamplight, but she looked so sick and sad. Nellie had tear stains running down her cheeks, coupled with dark circles under her eyes. Her hair was disheveled and in such a disarray. Tori wondered if she had been thrashing or tossing and turning. Don't open your eyes yet, he whispered, moving Anastasia to his shoulder so he would have a free hand. Tori reached out, running his hand through Nellie's hair so that it was all going in one direction, at least. Then with his hand shaking, Tori's hand made a path from her hair to her face, waving the few remaining tears away. Finally, his hand rested on her cheek, his thumb caressing it softly. Tori was upset that Nellie had told Eno she was going to do this, and he was even more so that he hadn't seen it himself. His hand pressed into her face more firmly, but his caress was still soft. Nellie opened her eyes. When she saw Tori's eyes in the dim light, her heart skipped a beat. Tori really was a cute guy. At the moment, as he looked at her seriously with caring concern, Nellie knew he was determined to help her. Iceman! Both Nellie and Tori turned their heads toward the computer screen where Natalie had knocked Iceman over, hugging him tightly. Hiya, Toots. How are you? Iceman sat on the floor, as Natalie knelt her face in his chest. She was speaking nearly incoherently. The only understandable phrase was, I miss you. I miss you too. Do you know what's coming with Tori? Iceman stood up as Natalie finally got off of him, watching her grin widely. Well, no. Remember, when I came to get Tori, I tried to get ready to leave as soon as he could. You were gone with Papa when I came over, Nellie told him, matter-of-factly. Oh yeah, you're right. Iceman put his arms around Natalia, pressing his cheek against Natalia's as he spoke. A smile spread contagiously across his face. Well, I'm here too. I know. I'm so happy. Natalia smiled happily, and then turned to Natalie. Did you like my surprise for you? I love it. Thank you so much, Natalie. Oh, Natalia? You're the best novel anyone could ever wish for. Natalia nodded as her face got serious. Now get better. I brought Tori all the way here to help you, so don't let me hear you crying anymore. I'm afraid I won't be able to take it if you do. Natalie nodded, trying to keep her composure. Nadella was truly a great friend. She had let her cry at night without telling anyone, and when it had become too much for her to handle, she got help for Natalie. I promise she'll be much better within a week, Tori added, smiling at both girls. Both Navi and Al smiled back at the young man, before Nadella gave another cry and plumped Iceman again. He laughed, enjoying Nadella's excitement and happiness. Promise me you'll never go away again, Nadella cried, and Iceman chuckled again, before giving Nadella for a nod. I never went away, Natalia. What am I promising you? You did too. What do you mean? Iceman's face was serious as he sat up, making Natalia fall into his lap. He looked down at the female Navi adored, before looking past her, at his obscure face. I mean, me and Tori were never really away from you guys. We might have moved, but we wanted to be here for you as much as we could. That's why we sent so many emails and called all the time. But then it stopped us from wanting to be here with you guys. Tori agreed, nodding his Navi. Iceman was getting better at understanding him and the girls in their lives. He was proud of him. So, we kind of asked Mom and Dad if it was okay for us to live here. Even after you get better. Really? Both girls said at the same time. Expression of joy mixed with shock on their faces. Yep, once you're better, Dad told us you can go stay with her, and during summer I'll go back to Mom and Dad. But it's almost 5 months away. I'm sure you couldn't find a way to be able to come home with me, Natalie. Tori said, uncharacteristically blinking at Natalie. Natalie nodded mutely, surprised at the playfulness and flirtatious attitude she saw from Tori. He hadn't been like that before. Anyways, we should get to bed. We still have school tomorrow, Tori told her, while he took Anastasia back to her crib. The baby had long since fallen asleep on his shoulder. He rolled the crib back near Natalie's bed. Oh wait, blushing in embarrassment, Natalie slowly slid something off under her covers before reaching out and removed them. Tori was lying where in the tree, so his ice blue slipping back up here. He had been looking for it when they moved. I knew I had left it here, Tori exclaimed, smiling as he thankfully took his sleeping bag from Natalie. He zipped it up like normal before climbing in himself. Natalie settled back to her bed beside him, and she blushed when Tori put his arm around her softly. Go sleep, Natalie. Good night, Tori. Night, Natalie. The next morning, Natalie, Tori, wake up, you two. Tori watched Natalie's lovely face as she groaned loudly. He chuckled to himself when she rolled over and covered her head with her blanket, muttering something about her mom's voice. Natalie, it's time to get up, Tori told her quietly. He pulled the blankets up from over her head, gently smoothing out her hair sheet as he did so. Natalie woke up at his couch, but kept her eyes closed to yawn. Tori, I don't want to get up. Tori grinned and leaned down. Her toothless mouth was directly beside Natalie's ear. Then, with a soft, slow breath, Tori whispered in her ear, Natalie, wake up, honey. I'm up, Tori. I'm up. And she was. Natalie sat up in bed, the bright blush running rapidly across her face. Tori found a blush burning a path on her face and tried to suppress it. So, do you have to take a shower first, Nate? Tori asked, slipping out of the bed. Natalie nodded, still trying to hide the blush in her face. Without another word, Tori gathered his things and headed into the bathroom. Natalia, Iceman, wake up. We've got a busy day today, you guys. Natalie smiled as she pressed a key on her keyboard and booted up her computer. She saw the two novices sleeping and rolled her eyes. Then, with the loudest voice she could muster, wake up! Both novices jumped up at Natalie's voice. Scrambling obeyed the girl. Iceman, after realizing who it was, glared at the screen. You didn't have to wake us up like that. I agree, Natalie added, clearing as well. Or Natalia. Too many damn words and names in here. Natalie just left at the two novices, walking over to her closet to plan her outfit for the day. It only took about 10 minutes. She cut the purple and blue shirt with the hood, and took a little tank top with the drawer to wear underneath it. The blue jeans were already ironed and hung up on a hanger, so she took them down and placed the entire pile on her bed. By the time she was gathering all her undergarments, Tor was out the shower with a towel around his neck, and his brown hair was dark and dripping. Hey, Natalie, the bathroom's dormant and whoa! Natalie, who hadn't heard Tori come out of the bathroom, was totally startled as Tori walked towards her. The girl was screaming and everything in her hands flew up, tossing her undergarments as sucked in the air in her fright. Natalie whirled around and nearly fainted from embarrassment as her panties fell at Tori's feet. Her father eyes stared at the spot on the floor, which attracted Tori's eyes downward, and as soon as he saw the lacy pink eyes on the floor, his eyes immediately diverted upward. Tori's face was getting redder and redder as each second went by. while Natalie, in a rush, scooped up all her belongings from her bed. She practically threw everything into the bathroom, then turned around to collect the rest of her belongings. Natalie failed to realize the toys had been making the carpet slightly tap in a hurry. She ran directly to a small wet spot while turning to grab her panties quickly. This caused Natalie to slip and go careening into Tori, who had been trying his darnest to stay in one spot and look another direction. He had wanted to keep Natalie from being totally embarrassed, but as two of them fell to the floor in front of the bathroom door, he realized there would be no way to save the situation. Ah! Natalie cried as he went down, which made Tori push his arms out against her shoulders. He was hoping to keep her from falling painfully to the floor, but all that did was accidentally tap her wrist, which made her involuntarily throw her panties. They were tossed in the bathroom, thankfully. You know, any other time, Natalie would have not had such accuracy, was that comment, as the two teens stared at each other. Applause was on both of their faces, but neither wanted to move or look away. Shh, if we talk too much, they'll move, Austin whispered as he moved to a better vantage point. Tori, Natalie, the two teens realized they were both about to speak at the same time, decided against talking completely. Tori began to move from underneath Natalie in a way that said he was trying to get them out of their current position. But Natalie moved at the same time, and that brought them even closer to each other. The rosy blush on their faces brightened, but it went unnoticed by them both. As Natalie stared into Tori's slate gray eyes, she felt her own sliding shut slowly. I want you to move. Tori kissed her. It was as simple as that one movement, but it was so much more complex than Natalie had ever imagined kissing Tori to be. It burned her. It made her heart stop, and it made her understand Tori better, all at once. It was such a sharp sensation. It made Natalie feel like she had swallowed a handful of dry ice. Even though her throat burned as her arms came around Tori's neck, the fact that his hair was wet completely escaping her. And it was the same for Tori. He could feel his entire heart ready to explode as his arms went around Natalie's waist, and if he could, Tori would have pressed Natalie further into himself. She was so warm, as her fingers found their way into his wet hair, that he couldn't resist kissing her harder. The two forgot they needed to breathe. Natalie was the first to pull away, gasping for air without realizing it. Tori followed suit, but as soon as Natalie had gone enough of breathing, she saw his mouth again, barely wasting a second to kiss him. This time she was slightly more aggressive, pressing her mouth against his in a way that demanded he kiss her back. Which he did, of course, but why wouldn't he? The need to breathe came back, and the two moved their faces away from each other, staring at one another once again. Natalie, Tori began, but his words were cut off. He was too breathless to continue. Natalie couldn't even try to speak. She couldn't because her mouth was entirely too thankful for the air. Natalie wasn't, however. If she could die kissing Tori, she would, without a problem. Yeah, you have to eat breakfast soon. He couldn't think of anything else to say, but he figured that it would help them move away from each other. He didn't want to, but it helped. The situation had gone to hell and came back to earth, but soon went to heaven and above. You're right, Natalie said softly. Her voice came out rushed, since she was still trying to breathe and get her heart back in control. The two nodded at each other and Natalie slowly got up, with Tori following her directly after. Then they separated, Natalie walking to the bathroom and Tori going to the bed. Wow, that was interesting, Asma said with a grin. Tori, who had been staring off into space, looked up quickly, suddenly realizing that both novices had seen the entire thing. Tori became cherry in name and in face, because the young man was so very red. Asma wondered if he was sick for a moment. You do not tell anyone about that, Tori cried. In near heart that the novice had witnessed his first full, all-out kiss. The one at the movies had been a tiny little peck, something he had only done to distract Natalie. This one had been the real deal, though. What? Why not? You should tell everyone about that. You and Natalie are officially together, Natalie said, grinning widely towards her face. How? I didn't ask to be my girlfriend or anything, and we've never even been on a date alone together. Tori looked down at the towel and slept with a sigh. He had always wanted to ask Natalie to go out on a date with him, but with her current problems, not to mention the last time they went out, Glenn and Mila had showed up and joined them. So ask her today, Natalie proposed, doubting that Natalie would have any problems with it at all. But what if she won't? Natalie likes you a lot. Jeez, get some confidence. The female Navi told him, with a glare. Tori nodded and dried his hair off, then folded the towel and placed it on the edge of Natalie's bed. Confidence, he said over and over to himself as he walked out the room. Shortly after, Natalie peeked her head out the bathroom door, wondering if Tori was still there. She saw only his talent of two novices, and figured he had already went down for breakfast. Their own light purple towel around her neck. Nellie strode out the bathroom fully dressed. Nellie winked at her as she walked by the computer to get her earrings, but was promptly ignored by her nettle. Nah, don't be that way. You were watching. Oh, so what? It was just a little fall. It was so not just a little fall. I can't believe you were taking it so lightly. Nellie cried, turning to her door. She opened it with a huff and then slammed it quickly. Jeez, what's her problem? Austin asked, shaking his head in disapproval. Nellie didn't have to get mad. Oh, she's just embarrassed. Very embarrassed, Adele replied with a smirk. They think it would be more if we post a video on the net about this? Ooh, you wouldn't. Nellie laughed mischievously, as did Iceman beside her. I would Toots, but the camera angle's horrible. Too bad though. That little fall was probably the best thing that could happen to them. Dahlia opened her mouth to say something, but Anastasia's cute gawk was louder than her. The Navi grinned despite herself. Apparently the maybe thinks so too.